loud tires, but I might be leaning towards a wheel bearing. I'm not sure yet. I already replaced one of those in the rear. It sounds like it's coming from up front. Yeah, previous owner put a boost gauge in her. I find that was cool. Actually, this is my first turbo vehicle. First diesel, too. I mean, the car sat for probably a year before I bought it. Only paid $1,000 for it, so. I think the mice got into it, so a lot of the electrical issues came from them. Changed cabin air filters, a rat's nest in there. Leaks water too when you wash it, drips down in the floorboard. Rusted out the heater resistor, so I had to replace that. It was rusted so bad the connector stuck on it, so I had to rewire my own homemade thing in there. I already mentioned this, but this thing is slow. So like, just that passing lane there, if I had a quicker car, I would have went by this lad, but you really got to time it with this car. It's good in the city, it's torque, got a lot of torque, but doesn't really go up top. Now, I'm not sure, maybe mine's slower than it's supposed to, but I got it to 150 and it just wouldn't go past that, and that's kilometers per hour, obviously. I feel like it should be a little quicker. Some diesel fanatic watching this can give me some tips, some pointers, teach me a thing about my car, maybe, because I'm still learning. I say it's got no power, but one thing, you never have to shift out of 5 once you're up to speed. Like, you're in 5th gear, you're going up a hill, you're going to make it. Builds max torque around 2,000 RPM. It dies off after 4. Like, you gotta shift before you get to 4 grand or you're not going anywhere. One question I had, if anyone knows this, but does this car have a rev limiter? You know, I'm immature, so I was revving this thing up and went past red line, so that scared me. I thought maybe it'd have a rev limiter, but I'm not sure if maybe the rev limiter's at 5 on the dot, so it goes a little bit past red line, which a lot of cars do, but I wasn't sure. I don't really want to test that out. That's right to the floor there. thing that threw me off guard too. I'm used to Hondas and stuff like that, so the wipers, turn them on, you go up, all the way down is off. It's the first car I've had like that. Headlights just on and off, there's no park lights. Well, there is, you just gotta shut the car off, but the headlights on, you'll get your park lights. But that's all you need. This thing's basic, and I like that personally. I do want a radio though, it drives me nuts. I'm alone, can't listen to music sometimes. When I got the car, it had a aftermarket radio, but the wiring was all kind of butchered, so I'm gonna redo it here eventually. Right now I think my priority is touching up the rust. I want to do it properly, cut it out and weld some new pieces in. It's got a hole in the floor, just one little hole, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna take the carpet out, do that properly. Maybe I can record that if people are interested. I don't know. Excuse me. Headliner's sagging. I mean, it's not a good time tonight, but I can take a better video of this, show you the outside and everything. You'll see it's more rough outside. But it runs pretty good, you know, I can't complain. It's broke down a few times, but never motor-wise. It's always been suspension. Like, I've lost a tire twice recently. It's got wheel spacers, and it's all rusty, the threads and everything, so you torque them a spec, but it's not. I don't know how that works, but I think it was too rusty, so even though I was torquing it to spec, it was just too much resistance, so it wasn't getting tight as it was supposed to be. But I cleaned up the threads, re-torqued them, and it stayed on so far. It's been a lot better. Headlights, aftermarket LEDs, but they're not that good. I'm sure the stock one's probably brighter. I don't think I need to say this, but the windshield's cracked to shit too. Like I said earlier, just if anyone is watching this, comment maybe what you'd like to see out of this car. I got a girlfriend's Camry we're working on. She's got a Mazda 6 too. I'm not sure if anyone would be interested in those cars. Mazda 6, it's a 2016 6-speed standard, so nice car, really. It'll never see this much mileage. There's very few cars. That Camry might get there, but not a lot of cars can get this high mileage, I don't think. I'm a Honda guy, but even the newer Hondas, they're not going to get that far. The older ones might. You guys can recommend some mods or anything cheap. I mean, if I had money, I'd be driving a nice TDI, obviously. Slowly fixing it up. I'd like to work on it myself. Save money there. I mean, the car I had before this was a little 5-speed Honda Fit. I like that car too, but believe it or not, that's a lot better on gas. You'd think a tiny little car like that would be great, but it wasn't that good. I had 2 Civics before that. They were both better than the Fit on gas. looks like. I guess I'll find out when I'm done. Might split it into parts too, I'm not sure. Kind of new at this, so bear with me. Looking to buy one of these and I'm in Canada, but if you're anywhere that gets cold in the winter, they are harder to start than a normal gas-powered car. I mean, this thing's always started. You just need a good battery. I like to run the glow plugs 2 cycles or so. That usually preheats it enough to get it fired up eventually. Back up here, up the road a ways, so I'll roll on it in fifths, see what the torque's like. The torque's good, but it doesn't last too long, it gets pretty slow. Downhill here, so it's not that accurate, but I'll roll on it a bit. We're uphill here, still no problem, I can get going. for this car ain't that good, but I drive like a douchebag, so that's better than any car I've ever had, actually. My little Fit, I'd only get like 450 maybe on a tank. So I'm pretty happy with that. It doesn't take too much to fill it. Burns oil though, so I'm saving gas, but I gotta put oil in it, so you win, you lose. But yeah, I think that'll do it for this video. Like I said, comment if you got any suggestions for me, or you want to tell me something about my car, help me out. Be happy to read them if anyone watches this. If not, I enjoyed doing it, so